Some seasons end in disappointment. The Tennessee Titans 2024 season ended in collapse. The 3-14 record wasn't just a losing year, it was a harsh reality check for the entire franchise. Derrick Henry, the face of the team for nearly a decade, signed with the Baltimore Ravens in the offseason. What was once a playoff contender had fallen to the league's basement, leading them to the #1 pick in this year's NFL draft. There's no quick fix for that kind of fall, but what is left is a clean slate and a chip on everyone's shoulder in that locker room. With a rookie quarterback, a retooled roster, and a schedule that offers no favors, the Titans aren't promising dominance, but they are promising a fight. This season is the start of something different. This is the beginning of a long, hard-earned revenge tour. Let's get into it.
This isn't just another season for the Tennessee Titans. This is a response. After a year that saw the team dismantled, a new era is dawning in Nashville, born from the sheer frustration of 2024. The exit of their longtime cornerstone in the backfield marked the end of an era, but it also triggered a complete philosophical reset. Head coach Callahan enters his second year not just with a reshaped roster, but with a new mandate. The pain of last season wasn't just a stumble. It was the spark needed to forge a new identity. This story is about more than football. It's about how a team that was left behind is setting out to make the league regret ever writing them off. And it all starts with the man they chose to lead them out of the darkness. The cons of last season were glaring. The offense, under first-year head coach Callahan, was one of the worst scoring units in the league and struggled to find any rhythm. The departure of franchise legend Derrick Henry before the season was a symbolic blow, and the team never recovered its identity. Special teams were a consistent liability, compounding errors and putting the team in bad positions. The ultimate indignity came in the final week, where a loss to the Texans secured the #1 overall pick, a silver lining that no one in the building was celebrating. The only pro to come from such a disastrous year was that very draft pick, an opportunity born from sheer frustration and failure, giving the franchise a chance to finally hit the reset button. The first step in any revolution is a change at the top. The Titans didn't just shuffle the deck, they tore it down and started over. A new front office led by general manager Mike Borgonzi and team president Chad Brinker was brought in with one clear mission: change everything, the culture, the identity, the standard. It began with the coaching staff. Veteran special teams coordinator John Fassel was hired, a quiet but serious message that every phase of football now matters in Tennessee. Then came free agency. The Titans brought in experienced receivers Calvin Ridley and Tyler Lockett to stabilize and elevate a young offense. They doubled down on protection, signing left tackle Dan Moore Jr. to a 4-year, $82 million deal, and veteran guard Kevin Zeitler to anchor the line. Tony Pollard, already on the roster, remains a dynamic threat in the backfield, now flanked by proven playmakers who can stretch the field and take pressure off the quarterback. And that quarterback is Cam Ward. With the first overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Titans selected Ward, the electric, unconventional quarterback who climbed from Incarnate Word to Washington State to Miami, all the while proving doubters wrong and showcasing elite-level tools. His story is one of persistence, playmaking, and projection. He has the arm to make every throw, the instincts to create when protection breaks down, and the calm to command a huddle even when the stakes are highest. Cam Ward isn't just the new face of the franchise, he's the entire philosophy in motion. The Titans didn't just draft a quarterback, they drafted a tone setter, a signal to the league that they're done playing it safe, done surviving, they're ready to attack. To support him, the Titans used the rest of their draft capital wisely, adding deep threat receivers like Chimere Dike and Elik Ayomanor, along with defensive talent and edge rusher Oluwafemi Oladejo and safety Kevin Winston Jr. These weren't just needs, they were moves with a purpose, to build a roster that reflects the same edge and urgency as its new quarterback. This isn't just a team trying to recover from a 3-14 season. This is a franchise that believes it found the guy and is reshaping everything around him. Cam Ward doesn't come in to be a placeholder, he comes in to lead a comeback. And if he's who the Titans think he is, the rest of the NFL should be paying very close attention.
Cam Ward doesn't just represent a fresh start, he represents a challenge to the rest of the league. Underestimate us at your own risk. If you're riding with the Titans this season, hit that like and subscribe button. Now, can this new look Titan squad, with the rookie quarterback and reimagined roster, turn potential into something more? Here's the schedule, here's the test. Let's break down the road ahead.
With a new roster and a fresh purpose, the Titans now face a schedule that is a direct reflection of their 3-14 season. The league showed them no favors, handing them 0 scheduled primetime games, a clear sign of disrespect, and a quiet challenge to earn their way back into the spotlight. This us-against-the-world mentality will fuel them through a gauntlet of a season. The quest for revenge gets personal with 2 dates circled. In Week 7, former head coach Mike Vrabel returns to Nashville with the New England Patriots, a matchup that serves as a referendum on the franchise's new direction. Then, in Week 12, receiver Tyler Lockett gets a shot at his former team when the Titans face the Seahawks, adding another layer of motivation. To climb out of the AFC South cellar, every divisional game against the Colts, Jaguars, and Texans is a must-win and battle for respect. The success of this revenge tour will depend on how their key players perform in these high-stakes moments. Can the revamped offensive line, led by Dan Moore Jr. and Kevin Zeitler, protect their rookie quarterback? Will veteran weapons like Tony Pollard, Calvin Ridley, and Tyler Lockett provide the firepower needed to keep up? And on defense, can star tackle Jeffery Simmons continue his dominance and lead the unit? It all culminates in a December showdown against the Kansas City Chiefs. This game is the ultimate measuring stick, putting the much-talked-about Cam Ward-Patrick Mahomes comparison to the test on the field. It's here the Titans can prove the rebuild is not only real, but ahead of schedule. So, are the Tennessee Titans truly on a path to revenge, or is this just another false dawn? The optimistic take is pretty compelling. They have a potential star in Cam Ward, who is now protected by a revamped offensive line. They've supported him with veteran weapons in Calvin Ridley and Tony Pollard, and surrounded him with a deep draft class full of contributors. The entire organization is finally pulling in the same direction, united by the sting of last year's humiliation. But let's be real, the hurdles are huge. This is still a rebuilding year. A rookie quarterback, no matter how talented, is going to face a steep learning curve. The new signings have to gel. The defense is counting on L'Jarius Sneed to bounce back strong from injury, and that unforgiving schedule leaves very little room for error. Success is far from guaranteed.
But maybe victory this year isn't just measured with wins and losses. Maybe it's measured in fight, in resilience, attitude. For the first time in a long time, there's a clear plan in Tennessee, a vision forged in the fire of last year's disastrous season. One thing is for certain, they're looking for payback, and the entire NFL is on their list. They've been forgotten, dismissed, and disrespected, and they wouldn't have it any other way. What do you think? Can the Titans play competitive football this year? If you made it this far, drop a Titan up in the comments to show me that you're riding with the Titans this season. And don't forget to like and subscribe as we deep dive into more teams that missed the playoffs last year. Thanks for watching. Revenge Round.